All right, guys. Welcome to the Skyforge stream again. Well, so as we already guys know what this stream is going to be about, I do appreciate for joining in this stream, and of course, if you all have questions about certain things in Skyforge you would like to know, I'll try to do my best to answer all those questions. Keep in mind that I haven't played since the Ocean Knights, which basically what 2 months, 3 months, 4 months ago, I think. So certain things I may not know. I'm not really sure if there is any changes and stuff like that. Let's see. We have a first question. TTV assorted. Is there gonna be any new exoskeleton suits? That actually really hard to answer because it's rarely when we know that Skyforge or a team behind it shares with us a lot of information. Oh, this new stuff coming in. Usually kind of doing that right on the spot. Basically, since we all know that everything comes from Russia, so that's why you can kind of like translate if you're using their website to see what's new coming in. But it is a possibility they might come up with the new pieces for exoskeleton suits with different bonuses and stuff like that. You not missed much, man? I know, yeah. I was just, I'm just really not happy, and I'm just tired doing the same shit over and over again. Alright, I don't like this song. Hold on. I think we only see exo parts in 9 events or season pass, but we will see more parts. Paladin A9 ability worth it? Oh, I don't even remember what it is. Let's see. Where's my Paladin? Abilities. Sacrificial Light. I still have no idea how this thing works. Just by reading this shit, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Ages of Light applies an effect to the second target, which redirects 40% of incoming damage to the Paladin for 6 seconds. I don't think it's really worth it. I don't think it's changed much or gives big of a, I don't know, advantage or whatever. So, I mean, it's cost, what, 10,000 Illyrium? I mean, if you're playing a Paladin all the time, then I guess you should get that, since you playing Paladin all the time. Me personally, I didn't get it because I still have, it just doesn't make sense for me, the description of that ability, so it's just kind of stupid to me, so it doesn't really, I don't know, stick to me or something like that. But to say it from my perspective, is that ability worth it? I would say it doesn't. But like I said earlier, if you're playing Paladin all the time, then just go ahead and get it. Alright, I play on Xbox One, but is there going to be an easier way to get relics with companion ability? So you're talking about relics that comes in for the adepts? So like this relics? Adept relics? I mean, the only way you can get those, the lower generation, let's call it that way. I mean, actually, they added the generation to those. You can get from the ability called Treasure Hunter, but it's like completely randomish. So, like, you have to do those 12 treasures per day, every day, in have a chance to get the relic from that Treasure Hunter. Are you going to start playing Skyforge again? Frost, to answer that question, simple answer is no. I am keeping eye on just to see news if there is gonna be big updates coming into the game, and I might just come back to check it out. But it's kind of unfortunately to people who, you know, sit in this channel for maybe the Skyforge videos strictly. I can't play this game anymore. It's just boring. I don't have any fun anymore. And there is not much to do. The only thing I still like to do is just the distortions. But because you have to do like Atlas and all other stuff in order to do distortions, they're just kind of forcing you to play the game at this point. So, and of course, if you stop playing the game for a certain amount of time, it depends on where you are at the game when you quit. It will vary the levels of how hard it's get back on track, or to the level where the players who play every day would be. So, but answer is no, I am not playing Skyforge anymore. I main paladin with green weapon, and I was wondering if it's good for PvP since it redirects. I don't think if people actually tested that Illyrium 9 talent. So not a lot of information flying around about that. From what you read in the description, it's just kind of a... it doesn't make sense to me. So, but again, if you're playing the paladin all the time, just go ahead and get it. Alright, let's see. Does it matter which region for treasure hunter? Do higher level regions have a better chance at giving the ADA relics? Knowing Skyforge, Kirla, sorry if I'm pronouncing that name in the wrong way, but knowing how Skyforge operates, it is completely random. So it doesn't really matter what region you would do. Some people, what they trying to do is they trying to kind of like... I think some people tested it. They try to do like one region like all the time, every day for like a certain amount of times, and see if there is a big chance of getting a relic. But I think it still fluctuates. It's more about randomish, since we know the Skyforge is all about the RNG and random stuff. So the final answer would be, it doesn't really matter what region you do. Let's see what else we have. There's the arena dancing next to me. Yeah, I have a lot of crap in my bag. And I mean like a lot. I think I do have all of the exosuit pieces. I might be wrong, I might be missing some. That's the newest one I had, because I didn't have it before, I believe. But yeah, a lot of crap. We need new invasions like Draconites. I mean, it's a possibility, Viking, to make that happen. Like, it would be pretty interesting to have Draconite invasion, since they do kind of invaded Terra, and they digging into the Terra to find the secrets of mechanoids, or whatever the technology they used long time ago, all those secrets. And since we are there as well, that would make sense. They would be pissed at us and like, you know what, let's go and invade Alien and just show them what we got, I guess. And it also would be really new, because the new distortions, new bosses, new mechanics, you also have to learn everything again. So not that it's like we have those, what, six invasions, and we all basically, or at least, what, 80-90% of players already know those mechanics, like it's, I don't know, like it's 2 + 2 = 4, you know? Atlas nodes are actually kind of good, though. Well, one atlas, one invasion, you get a good atlas. Next invasion, you get a shitty atlas. Then again, you get a good one. Then you get kind of mixed, that it's kind of like okay, but not really. It's, yeah. And as far as I could see right now, they don't add a lot of new nodes, if that makes sense. What stats are best for damage build? Is crit damage or armor fracture better, or is it situational? Okay, let's see what I have. I think it's this one right here, right? I usually, since they add the stats, and then some people who did a little bit of testing in that beginning, that's the stats I was using since then. Some of my Pantheon mates went full main damage, damage to elite, and I believe crit damage, but he had low crit chance. So, for example, the reason why he did that was he basically didn't have a crit chance actually in the first place. But the reason he did that is because we have the Herida wing that was giving you, I can't even talk right now, was giving you 100% crit chance, and I believe they did change that. So I don't think it does that anymore, right? And I think, yeah, I didn't get an upgrade for it. So yeah, the gift, critical chance by 25%. So they really nerfed this weapon, but it was 100%. So in his case, when he don't have a crit chance at all as a stat from gear, he was getting 100% crit chance from the Herida win. But if you're doing regular content, then if you're using that set, it's not really benefits you because your crit chance are 0 and the crit damages basically are useless at that point. So me personally, I was always using armor fracture. So if we can look at the stats right here, right now. So that's basically the stats I was using. I had a crit chance, 20%, armor fracture, main damage, crit damage 90%. Companion damage comes from completely different things, I believe. I don't think I have anything here yet. So basic, just the basic setup. We have jewelry, armor fracture, damage to elite, main damage, armor fracture, damage to elite, main damage, same thing, and then all the gemstones, crit chance, crit damage, main damage. That's the set I was using for years and years and years, and I never complained about it. I was always doing a decent damage if I'm up to date on my gear or whatever else I need to, like up to date my cathedral and tower and all that. So, but yeah, it probably would count as situational, but since they nerfed Herida Wing really badly, so you don't really get those 100% crit chance anymore. You can combine that with, I believe, Asterius's glyph. You get another crit chance against them by 15% when you're using your R ability, the Preacher. So it's another 15 on top of 25. It's what, 40%? I don't think what else could give you a crit chance. Probably nothing else. So they nerfed the crit chance really bad at this point, from what I can see. Can you buy levels in the season pass? Yes, you can. Like Technoviking said, near the end you can. Yes. They will usually go to like a market somewhere like between the equipment and offer of the day. Capsules. I think it's like 6,000 or 7,000. Then 17,000, 18,000 gives you like 60 points or something like that. So it's like 30, 60, and 100, I believe. Both builds are viable. It's, yeah, it's definitely situational. I don't know. Damn, people are dancing around. But mostly, as if you have the Soundwaver class, I am using the companion build for regular content. If you're really interested in that, I do have video for it. The Soundwaver build. So you basically utilizing your companion damage instead of anything else. And I do talk about it in the video. What stats you need and stuff like that, but you can pretty much see it right here. So it's companion cooldown, main damage a little bit, mostly it's companion damage bonus, a little bit of damage to minions, damage to elites, and of course the secondary stats as usual. Combat starts, chain killing, what else, damage to stun targets, slow targets, and stuff like that. Yeah, for regular content, just doing the directives and stuff like that, companion damage is really fun to do. Like certain missions you can't do without a god form easy with this build, but you might also gonna have to be up to date on a gear to some point. Yeah, that build is insane. I don't think they nerfed that yet. They're probably thinking maybe how they can do it. That's not gonna piss off a lot of players. But as we know, most of the time what they do in our nerfing stuff, it's always, you know, making us mad. Is Archer good for PvE with companion build? It's a really good question. I know it's really good for PvP with some of the companion stats. Or for the companion. Yes. Let's say, where's my Archer? Like with the Phytonite weapon, I know there is a build for the PvP. For PvE, I think it's still gonna be better to just have a regular setup. Let's see, it's probably should be number 1, but I have to switch to the class. But yeah, it should be regular build for Archer for PvE with the demon weapon. At least that's what at least the last time I used it, that was the best, and I did a lot of damage with this. I haven't tested the companion build with Archer. Since the only abilities that procs your companion abilities, I believe it's the regular attack, and I believe it's the fire shot, I believe. Aim shot also procs your activates companion attack, so aim shot as well. So if you have an option to try it, you can. It might cost you a lot of credits to reroll the stats, but I'm just from thinking about it, I don't think it's gonna be that good. Since it's really good for the Soundwaver because your left clicks are constant damage to the enemy. It's like you zapping the enemies constantly. So that's why it's really good for it, because it's using companion cooldown as well as the other abilities for companion really fast. With the current Atlas node, you could see it works. For the Archer, I mean, I don't even know. I don't remember. I mean, with this node, electric shot, your companion attack. Yeah, it's 50% chance, so it's a 50-50. I guess, yeah, makes sense for this invasion with this Atlas, but then, yeah. Is the Necro a viable DPS class, or can it not measure up to the newer ones like Firestarter? I think Necro right now, I think it's okay. Let me put it this way: Necro is really good with this weapon. Only if you have that weapon. Even if you have the Morodea Focus of Power weapon, you will be behind Firestarter. And let me put it this way, you will be behind if the person or two people who play either Necro or Firestarter knows what they're doing. So if you know what you're doing on Firestarter and you know what you're doing on a Necro with Moradea will be Moradea, whatever you pronounce that name. It will be behind Firestarter, because I think right now Firestarter is still a top DPS if you don't count any legendary weapons. The only reason why you would prefer to have a legendary weapon, because the range damage bonus from the weapon is higher compared to the purple weapon. But because class itself deals a really good damage, you can still use just a purple weapon for it to be a decent DPS, as long as you know how to play the class. That's the main reason. If you have no idea how to properly use the class, obviously none of the class is going to be really good at that in your eyes. If you just mushing buttons and just hopefully you get a really good damage out of it. But yeah, the Necro with the Morana Harvest Ritual is definitely could be even on the same level as a Firestarter, or even beat Firestarter by a certain amount of damage for sure. But again, it's only comparison if two people know how to play those classes properly. I don't know, do I have any dances? I have this. Firestarter is broken with legendary weapon. How is it broken? I mean, there's only two legendary weapons. I think it's Sulfur, unless I'm missing one, and this one. Abyss. Is there a new weapon? Oh, but hold on. So far I know it's only these two weapons. Is the game damage stat base? Can you tell me a little bit more about it, David? I'm not really good at that, how the actually games operates. From what I know from other people, obviously stats definitely matter in every situation. But there is other things you could consider, of course, the buffs, extra bonuses from Atlas. I think you could say it's a stat-based game, or damage stat-based. It's just we don't know, or at least I don't know, how it's actually calculated, if that makes sense. My opinion needs nerfing. Well, I don't really see Firestarter broken with these two weapons. I know the damage itself from the Firestarter is crazy, even in PvP. So that's why you could see a lot of Firestarters and running PvP and killing everybody. Firestarter doesn't need nerfing. I mean, none of the classes needs any nerfing or maybe even buffs. It's just all of the classes just has to go on a balance level, which would probably never gonna happen. Can you show me the description of upgraded Cyrus's blades? Yes, I can. His damage is what I mean. I think, yeah, maybe technically I can definitely partially right. So the older classes, they do, how to put it that way, like they went way behind when they start making new classes, like what the first class they come up with, what was the Groove Walker? That was the new first class, right? How good is damage when combat starts stat? It's really good, again, just in the beginning of the fight. For the first 10 seconds, I would say. I think it's 10 seconds. So the first time fight started, you have 10 seconds while you have the damage when combat starts stat. It's definitely useful, let's say, when you're running regular missions, because every time you out of combat and you start the combat again, that stat actually triggers again. So, and if you do this pretty fast, it actually helps a lot. It also helps a lot when damage when combat starts, when you, let's say, even if in a distortion and you're doing your very first buff rotation and damage rotation right from the beginning of the fight to put as much damage as possible. So I would say those two situations is definitely good. But it is very valuable because none of other stats are actually worth changing to from damage when combat starts. Yeah, cryo is way too weak for some reason. I mean, some people actually still really good in PvP with it, but it's more of like a team kind of a class. But for PvE, it's I mean, probably for both still, it's probably pretty weak. It's at this point, it's just a controlling enemies by freezing them. But in order of damage, there is not much you can do about it. No wonder the one I bought from sale is different. Mine spawns 5 blades instead of 10. I think we do have both upgrades. I think it's this one, right? No, it's the... Where is that? Where is Cyrus's blade? Am I missing? Modification. Let's see. Harry the Wig, Overload Module. So the one that you bought from the Hala Trophies, that's the regular one. I don't think they add the upgrade there yet. Try to find it. This Hala Trophies is such a mess. Let's see. Oh, there you go, Cyrus's blade. So that's just the regular ones from Hala Trophies. The upgrade was a 9 event, and usually it takes a while they add that upgrade to the Hala Trophy sale, or Hala Trophy in general. What's the best place to practice with an Atlas? David, there is no good places to practice. Basically, depends on a node you're trying to see how it works and if it's good, if it's any good. Let's say if it's a squad node, obviously you have to go to a squad. I would recommend probably to just go to the Nightmare with other people, maybe with a tank, that they will tank a boss for you and you would use that node in a squad mission or group mission. And I think because the Nightmares is really not easy to kill the enemies and bosses in general there. Depends on the level of the Nightmare. So level like 4 or 5-ish should be fine. So I guess there is a best place to maybe try it, but not solo. You might at least need a tank for you to keep the mobs away from you, if that makes sense. So the Nightmares probably would be the good way to try those nodes. Group mission, invasion mission, or the party mission, whatever. I mean, the party missions in general, it's Operation Ophelia, Medea and Isabella. On challenge, you might try it. Let's see. Same here. Yeah, PS4, the upgrade is not available yet. It's gonna be a while. You might actually, guys, if you didn't get the 9 event on that yet on consoles, you might get it. So I'm not really sure because I don't really track what the consoles get in order of the 9 events, even though they post in sometimes on the news, but I don't really look at it. How good is it in PvP? How good is it in a PvP damage when combat start stats? I don't do much of a PvP. Let's see what I have for PvP set. I think this one. I don't think you use damage when combat starts in PvP at all. I think you mostly using the defenses, mobility, and of course the crit damage bonus, general defense, and main damage bonus. So yeah, damage when combat starts is no good for PvP at all. Which stats are good for a support build? Let's see. I think it's... I think it's just a... Let's see what I think this is a defense mode. Hold on, let me switch to Lightbinder. So that's what I'm using for the defense. As a Lightbinder at least. The barrier of that stat, it's definitely not gonna be a good stat for if you're tanking, because you're constantly getting damage. But if you Alchemist or Lightbinder or Soundwaver, the barrier is definitely good. But that's what I'm pretty much using for my defense setup. What is yours? General defense, max stamina. I mean, yeah, you could utilize max stamina for supports to have more dashes, to dash away, but it's definitely, you know, a personal preference. Yeah, protection against, like let's say he has protection against elite, which I did use that. Wait, I do have the protection against elite. I don't have. Why do you have a main damage? You don't need a main damage as a Lightbinder for the defense set. There's no point of having a main damage. I would probably go for something else. Companion build for I have a video for the companion build for Soundwaver. Helps me proc a weapon a bit easier. I think... Let's see. I think the divine weapon cooldown helps you a little bit better as well. I mean, I never had problems. I don't know. Since the damage overall, especially if you run in the defense, I would assume you run in with people, so... because of the support in them, so damage overall counts from the entire team, so not just you to proc the weapon. So I don't remember I had problems with proccing a weapon, as long as everybody's doing the good decent damage in general, so you should be fine without a main damage. But yeah, it could be a personal preference. If it works for you, it works for you. So you do what you want to do, I guess, you know. Any more questions? New players maybe around? Have some questions? As I have nothing to do. I don't really want to do any missions anyway. Did they add anything new? What do we have? Offer of the day. Oh, that's a nice weapon. That's a nice weapon for kinetic as well. This is a shitty weapon for Paladin. Can you explain nightmare maledictions? I don't know all of them. Yeah, my nightmares are locked right now. And I would only have level 1. If I would know the names... I think they posted on the website once. I might be wrong, but it's going to be really hard to find right now. The one I know that there's one malediction I know that is every 10 seconds, 6 seconds, it switches from reflecting damage when you attack an enemies. It gives a huge reflect, probably like 100% reflect, and then it switches to damage. There's a lot of maledictions nightmares. There's oases when you kill a bunch of enemies at the same time. They spawns on the ground. They deal damage to you, but then enemies gets healed up. Just regular mobs. It doesn't heal bosses, so that's a good thing. Then of course, like I said in the beginning, there's another one that switches every 6 seconds, I believe, or 10 seconds from reflecting your damage to the damage that enemies deals to you. What else? Oh man, I don't remember all of the maledictions because there's so many of them. I know there's one that when you in battle, it spawns the secret oculate little mechanoid thing. You have to kill that. Then what else? There's I don't remember the name of it, but like certain people getting like a flying skull around the character, and usually enemy or character with that skull usually gets targeted by enemies, and you receiving a really great damage from them, something like that. Strength of the pack can be annoying. Yeah, that's true. I think when they're when they all together, or when they're all together, I think they get in that bonus damage and stuff. Or when their health is low or something like that, they get the damage bonus. Let's see, an Elder God trees. Chevy Styles, what exactly do you want to know about Elder God trees? Yeah, to answer the quick question for Kirla is yes, like Viking said, mercy all the way first. But let's go to which ones are more important and the use of cognition. All right, so first one you're gonna have to focus on is Aspect of Mercy. That's gonna be your very first aspect if you didn't upgrade anything else. And even if you did already upgrade something, I would recommend simply just jump back to the Mercy. It gonna put you a little bit behind because you have to start over at this point because it's a new aspect. But you have to upgrade Aspect of Mercy first, all the way until the gold node. The reason why you have to do this is because weekly you get 10 items per week, and they called edicts. And it says can help you earn more cognition, reduce faith cost, and create unique legendary equipment. And of course, every gold node and every aspect, it will increase amount of cognition you gain by 20%. So Mercy will be first. Now let's jump to the edicts real quick. It called like this, random edict. You have a chance of getting either Scroll of Enlightenment, Persistent Elixir, Rune of Time, and Fluid of Incarnation. So this is a Scroll of Enlightenment. You can convert 1,000 points of Divine Deeds into 500 points of Cognition. So if you have shitloads of Divine Deeds, like, I think I can have it. Let's see. I have 370,000, about that, right? I can convert that, but I don't... It's basically useless for me right now because all of my aspects are maxed. Now we have the Persistent Elixir. Consumes when you assume the aspect form, restoring the spent faith. So keep in mind, you still have to have a certain amount of faith in order to transform into the Elder God. If you have that elixir in your bag, it kind of uses the faith first, but then it consumes elixirs and it gives you faith back, if that makes sense. So basically, you go in Elder God for free because you used elixir instead of a faith. I don't have... Let's see what else we have. I do have the Rune of Time. It's the dumbest ever item they created in Skyforge. It kind of worked very first time when they come up with this. It's mostly for PvP. Well, it doesn't work for PvP. It only works for Pantheon Wars. And since we all know the Pantheon Wars take them a while to come back, which years and years and years, it's still a dumbest item, useless item, and we're trying to ask them to remove it. They only made them that we can sell it. So everybody hates Rune of Time. You should know that. You will hate it too, because when you click those random addicts and you just see keep popping Rune of Time, Rune of Time, Rune of Time, trust me, it makes you real mad real fast. I don't have the last item, which is the Fluid of Incarnation, but it's gonna look like this. Basically, a red square. This is a Helisimerium block. Don't worry about the name, just how it looks like. Those red squares, you can only have 7 in your bag. But you only need 7 in order to create an aspect jewelry, which would be... Let's see, I have a... I think it's somewhere down here. I still have it. I believe I still have it. It's either Unity of Aspect, Rivalry of Aspect, Hunger of Aspect, Echo of Aspect, and Zeal of Aspects. No, wait. Zeal of Aspects... No, it's not. Zeal of Aspect drops from the training avatar. Never mind. So it's Echo, Hunger, Unity, and Rivalry. When you have all 4 of them, I think it's this one as well. Concentration of Aspect. I think that one too. I might be wrong. 1, 2, 3, 5. I think that one is as well. Which would be nice if I would have it. But if you have all the aspect jewelry from those fluids, you will no longer get Fluid of Incarnation from random addicts. So it's definitely a good thing because you will have now three different choices where you, well, not the choices, three different things that you can get from their edicts. Of course, the best one, it would be the persistent elixir, and of course, if you have a lot of divine deeds, scroll of enlightenment might help you just a little bit speed it up. So it's not a lot, 500 cognition, but it might just helps you just a bit, you know. Then let's see what else. And the use of cognition. All right, so let's go back to the right here to the aspects. So like I said, aspect of mercy is first. At this point, it depends what you're doing. Let me explain. For example, if you're already doing distortions, if you can do distortions, right? Then aspect of vengeance all the way would be the best one, because it does allows you to receive certain items. Depends on the invasion, and we're going back to the bag. It usually gives you spark of every invasions, if that makes sense. I'm trying to put it like not as confusing as possible. So we have 6 invasions, and when you run the distortions and your aspect of vengeance maxed, then spark of entropy is the demon one. Then I have spark of oceanides, we're gonna call that, I believe somewhere here. So I have, yeah, right here. So it's spark of oceanide, spark of mechanoids, spark of reapers, spark of phytonides. I think you can also have a chance to get spark of potential. Those sparks used for upgrading your artifacts. If you go like modification, click, and then you can click on this, it will add randomly certain amount of percentage damage against that army or invasion. If you're using the demon spark, it will apply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9% is the max stat against demons. So if you have that stat on artifact, it's not only gonna work when the invasion here, but it only works in regular missions when you're fighting demons. So basically you have 9% additional bonus damage against a certain army. If we're gonna go back to capital orbit, if you don't do distortions yet, but you just go, like you're preparing for, I guess you progress in your character, you growing stronger, it's really hard to tell. I mean, you could still focus on vengeance, and by the time you max your vengeance, you possibly can be ready for the distortions to run. Depends how often you play and how long you play. But the first time before the magic and vengeance came out, my rotation was aspect of mercy, then I did rage, and I had to do the tenacity. Some people didn't do it, some people just saved the points and they waited until the next aspects came out, and then they used those points towards the new aspect. Usually the tenacity would be the last one you would focus on. So mercy all the way first, then maybe vengeance, magic, rage. Keep in mind, most of people would ask you, what's your goal? Do you want to max elder gods fast? If you do, then everybody recommends go one aspect at a time. So maxed fully mercy, then let's say maxed fully vengeance, then move to magic, then move to rage, and then move to tenacity. And the reason why they do it, well, telling you to do it, or it's a preferred way to do it if you want to get cognition faster and max elder gods faster, it's because every gold node will add another 20% of the cognition you will receive from any sources. it's not a really fast way to get it. The fast way to get it, if you can do cognition bosses every day, that probably would be the fast way to do it. But since you have limited amount of faith you can do, or you know, all of that, so there is certain things you have to consider, so you're not going to be able to do that every day. But it could count as quote-unquote fastest way to get cognition. Just focus one aspect at a time, max it, because we go, what, 20%, then another 20%, it's already 40, another 20, another 20, and then don't count that one, because there is no point of having this one, because you're not gonna get cognition anymore when all of your aspects are maxed. So basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4 aspects that you would benefit from to max your last aspect a little bit faster. Keep in mind that this 20% only adds from the base amount you receive cognition. For example, I'm gonna go to the directives, which let's see, maybe I still have a screenshot. Let me check it out. Hold on. Let's see, I might still have it. All right, hold on. Okay. Let me know if you can see this. So this is the base amount, 1,250 cognition, when you don't have any aspects fully upgraded. Those 20% will add from the base amount always. So you have one aspect from what, 1,250, will add another 20%. Then you maxed second aspect, it will add another 20% from 1,250. So, and then go on and go on. So that's how those bonuses works from the aspects. So it only goes from the base amount. And of course, if you're doing the cognition bosses, whatever the base amount there, which I don't remember what it is, it always adds 20% from the base amount. Let's say if we're gonna go back to, hold on, close this shit. Elinar, in the capital, you can receive, if you have that upgrade, let's see if I can get it. Come on, give that. This one. It's a seal of deeds. Yes, you should have done mercy first. And I think I did had the old videos about talking about it. And maybe even some new videos. Oh no, I didn't get to the... But if you also have the upgrade for your Cathedral, Seal of Deeds, which you can get in the Hala trophies if you are on PC. I'm not really sure where exactly is that, but I'm pretty sure it is in the Hala trophies. Let's see if we can find it. Seal of Deeds, right here. So it gives you additional 30% bonus to cognition gain in invaded region, distortions, and in battles against avatars. And it gives you additional 30% bonus to divine deeds in all activities. So if you have that, you can definitely add that for sure. It's definitely, every time you have to use that if you have it when you run in cognition bosses in the invaded region. So that's definitely going to benefit you a lot. So if you combine all of that, then you should be pretty quick to max all of your aspect. But it's also, you have to consider, you know, do you have enough faith to go Elder Gods, because you do have to kill bosses with being an Elder God in order to receive cognition. Keep in mind, even if you ran out of your Elder God form, but you did attack the bosses, or at least you transform during that fight once, you will still receive cognition at the end when all bosses are dead, even if you're not an Elder God. So they changed that pretty long time ago, I think. Maybe like a year or so ago. Maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember exactly. But that was a really good change for sure. So if like you don't have to now go Elder God twice in order to receive the cognition. There was a lot of waste of faith at that point, and you had to kill bosses fast. But now it's not the case. So even if you ran out of Elder God, you should be fine. You should still receive the cognition when all the bosses are dead. What do we have? A mount competition? I don't have a lot of mounts. Anything else you want to know about Elder Gods? Chevy Styles? So whoever's listening, whoever's like wondering what would be the order, again, this is what I would do personally. I would go Mercy, then Vengeance, Magic, Rage, and then Tenacity. Or you could switch like Mercy, Vengeance, Rage, Magic, Tenacity. You know, but like Mercy, Rage, Magic, and Vengeance would be always... Mercy always first. After that, you can rearrange the way you upgrade those aspects the way you want it. You want to go Rage? Go Rage. You want to go Magic? Go Magic. You want to go Vengeance first? Go Vengeance first. But after Mercy is maxed, then you do whatever the hell you want to do, I guess. And like I said earlier, if you want to receive a little bit faster cognition, then max one aspect at a time. How do you complete the stolen data challenge and hack the mechanoid database on Thea? I believe it's going to be... Let's see. Is it the research? No, it's not. Character. No. Adventures. Is it the... What? I do have the video about the treasure challenge for Reapers, yes. It's actually one of the videos, updated one, because there was slight change, I guess, from Skyforge font. Under Deeds. Oh, it's a season challenge. Let's see, let me read that. Stolen data. Hack into the mechanoid database on Thea. My guess, it's going to be the... There's two ways. I think there's two things it could possibly be. It's either gonna be that where you have to destroy 10... what do you call them? There's like a event shows up where you have to destroy 10 droid... I don't know. Pretty sure it's the big cube. Oh, that could be it as well, because you do have to do hack in there as well. Let me see. Let's go to Thea. I mean Thea, right? Yeah. Where is the regions? Stolen data. Yeah, that would make sense. Stolen data, you basically stole data, you go ahead and hack some stuff. Yeah, that could be it. So, okay, we're right here, right? If you go over here on the map, oh boy. So if you go over here on the map, there will be again on the minimap, you will see the same green mark. Let me actually remove that teleport and see if we maybe find it right now, since there is nothing else to do anyway. Oh no, I'm still in battle with another guy. It's a one bad one. Okay, there you go. Now let's see. Oh, see? If you look at the minimap right now, I have the green mark on the minimap. Let's see if we can find that thing. Maybe we can actually see and do it right now and see if that's the one. I mean, it would make sense because that's the only ability, I mean, event kind of thing you actually do hacking. Come on, I think it's right here. Ritharius' fragment. Alright, go this, go ahead and pick it up. Database. There is no timer, so you don't have to worry about it. And we have to go right over there. Gonna open the map. And it's this one right here. Just gonna use teleport. And let's go to that marker. Actually, let me hold on. Let me change my exosuit set. So main thing you need to do is to kill the mobs around it. Because if you get attacked by any of the mobs during the hacking, it will cancel it. So you have to be careful right here. You go here, right? And then you do shit, stupid. See, that's what I'm saying. Disable this stupid thing, and then start hacking. You have ability change to the 4 buttons. Push the right buttons. Don't rush. You have enough time to do it. And when you're done, that should be it. Let's check. Am I gonna have to run away from these idiots? You don't really have to kill that cube. Maybe you do. Who knows? Maybe you don't. It's too over powerful right now for me. Yep, stolen data. When you finish this quest, when you accept it, it gives you that achievement. So here we go. But yeah, you don't really have to kill this cube. So it's better just to maybe run away from him if you don't want to fight. you have any more questions, definitely feel free to ask. What is that mission? Oh, it's a new one. Rune's Laboratory. Oh, it's too far to go. Ah, 5. Yeah, I don't like that mission. It's a decent mission, that one. The wind... The group mission? How do we... S-rank Heart of the City? First, I would definitely recommend, if you're doing solo, use your God form there. So for the Heart of the City, if you're doing solo, again, always use your God form. Because it's gonna make way easier for you to run this mission. And it's pretty much straightforward, like you just do the objectives that shows up on a map. Okay, we got the right here objective, so there you go. Just follow the objectives, that's all you need to do. And maybe kill everything on your way, so... Anyway, are you planning on streaming the next AC game? Oh, Techno Viking, actually not the Revelation. Revelation one I am actually doing as the videos. So I am gonna post that by small parts, up to an hour. Not longer than that. 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Definitely not longer than an hour. After that, after the Revelation, I'll try to stream it. It always tells me that I didn't find the secrets and I only get an A. I know there is, yeah, this mission is always changing every new time you enter it. So I'm not really sure. I don't think I got the missions. Let's see. Let me get to the next topic, to destroy the base, and see if we're gonna get anything else. Okay, just gonna kill everybody's here. I think we can destroy this. Not really necessary, I think, to do this. But I think it's better to do everything if it allows you to do it. And here we go, boss. I don't think it will give me any more abilities after this. I mean, any more objectives after this boss for sure. So Yep, head towards the temporary base. Jesus Christ, barely can see anything. And I think that's it. You just eliminate the waves. So I'm not really sure what exactly. Can you find the secrets? Because I know there is 2 or 3 other objectives it usually gives you. Whereas like there is a broken ship, you have to retrieve a data from it. There's something else. I don't know. I never had problems with this mission. And that's it. We're done. So, but yeah, always use a god form. Definitely helps a lot. Maybe eliminate certain blue objectives. Who knows? Yeah, I would also try to utilize like either mini map or map in general to see if it shows you all of the objectives, because it should always show you what you need to do in any mission. So if it doesn't show anything and for some reason you still get in an A, the only probably way is just to get a support ticket for it, you know, submit maybe some screenshots of the map that you complete everything and stuff like that. Yeah. One more thing is playing a full-on support build worth it when playing solo or duo. Well, of course, when you play in duo, depends on the difficulty of the mission. Then yes, let's say if it's, you know, that you would need extra buffs and then other person would play DPS, then you can go full support and support your friend or the person you're playing with. For sure. But if you do solo, no. Never full on support. If you're talking about, yeah, support build, no. It's basically your full defense just to supporting other people. So it's always just a team build, you know. Any regular missions, if you do solo, always use a DPS build, DPS class. If you have the companion build for the Soundwaver and you have the Soundwaver class as well, you can use that for sure, because it's a really crazy build for the regular stuff. Regular missions, directives, whatever else you do. You still enjoy the game? To answer that questions, not anymore. I just decide to stream a little bit just to answer all of the questions that people try to ask, and whoever's gonna miss the stream and still can ask the questions in the comments for sure when when this stream will be posted as a video. But I would definitely recommend watching this stream to see if you maybe find an answer on certain questions. If there is nothing like this, then just leave the question in the comment section. I'll try to answer it. But no, I'm not playing this game anymore. And I will not play this game for sure. Because there's nothing to do for me here, so. And I'm still in thinking mode what I'm actually going to do next, what I'm going to play next. So I'm not really sure. There will be a video coming out about certain things. So just wait until the video comes out. I'm still thinking about a few things, how I can properly put the video together. I'll try and doing my best, Viking, to answer all of the questions. I definitely know I'm not probably answering all of the comments, but I'm trying my best. So have you played Horizon Zero Dawn? I did. I think I do have a stream about that game. I did stream it. I think I did, yes. I did play the Zero Dawn. I didn't play the DLC in Zero Dawn. Maybe I'll do that. I don't remember what exactly that DLC is about. I'll check it out. I'll try to check. I'll reinstall the game and see if I can maybe just play the DLC from the Zero Dawn. And will you play a Forbidden West? The thing is about the new Horizon Forbidden West, it only Frozen Wilds is the DLC. It's great. Yeah, I'll check that out for sure. We'll see if I can pick up the right time for it. Going back to the Forbidden West, this game only comes out on consoles for now. I don't think the PlayStation releasing for both at the same time. From what I hear in the news, for now it only comes out on the PS4 or PS in general, PlayStation, whatever. So who knows if they will decide to bring the Forbidden West to the PC. I was actually surprised that they brought Horizon Zero Dawn to the PC because I was praying for it, that they will bring it, and here we go, they brought it. Took them a while though, but they did. They also brought the game Detroit Stay Human from the PlayStation as well to PC. So I do have that one as well. Not really sure when I'm gonna play that. I still have little finished the Assassin's Creed series, and it's hard. Takes a lot of time. Those Assassin's Creed games take a lot of time. All those Ubisoft RPG elements, man, it's driving me nuts. Because you always get sidetracked there. And I know Forbidden West is also like open world RPG elements there as well. I mean, if I would only try to focus during the stream just for storyline, then it may be not gonna be that bad. But when you get sidetracked, oh, what is this? Let me check it out. Then you spend a lot more time doing some other things instead of just going for story. Because me personally, I only care, for the most part, about the storyline. I always like a really good storyline in the game. Anything else that you could do besides that, it's kind of... I mean, I could do it, but I don't know. It doesn't give me that much excitement if or compared to like a really good storyline, if that makes sense. Because I think like all those extra stuff on the open world, those RPG elements to loot stuff, you know, whatever else, the mini side quests and all that, it's just, it becomes like a job at that point because you grind for something that kind of doesn't make any sense. Hold on, let me check. What's that name again? Frozen Frozen Wilds. Let's see. And Wild DLC length. I want to see how long it is. Average playthrough is 8 hours. I can actually knock this out in one stream. I just have to pick the right date that I'm gonna be able to stream for at least 8, maybe to 9 hours. But I can definitely do that as long as I'm not getting sidetracked with whatever else it has there. If we're just gonna go for the story, I'm pretty sure I can do this. So that's actually good. I'm gonna have to reinstall and check it out. Yeah, we'll see. It's really tough schedule right now. It's also because of my new job as well, so I had to focus on the job. The good thing with my new job, I actually have the weekends off, so that's really good. #1 fan, Techno Viking. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I mean, I appreciate everybody who actually joins the streams and watching, you know, even though it's something they maybe not really related to what I started doing it, you know, but I mean, I started as a Skyforge creator, right? But I never planned to be just Skyforge. I know I had to start somewhere. And I knew right from the beginning that I wanted just a gaming channel. I want all the variety of games I could probably try to play, see if I'll like it or not, because not everything I would definitely like, even just by watching maybe like announcement, because like watching the trailer and maybe reading description of the game, what it's all about. I may not like it. I may not even try to play it because I see that I don't like it just by reading it and watching the trailer. It's also kind of eliminates of a lot of money that I would probably not waste. So if that would make sense. But yeah, at a time I was playing Skyforge like crazy, so I decided to start doing guides for it. It was a pretty big decision. At the same time, it was challenging, because when I watching my videos back in the day when I was doing it, it was like, oh my god, who's that guy? It's not me. No, it's not me. It was terrible. And it's also, what's the other word for it? It's not challenging. It's a lot of work as well. It's too much repetitiveness. Yeah, that definitely agree with you, and we all know the reason why it is. It's because, at least what I think, that because of the lack of content, it makes lack of variety of things you can do to get same resources, but just something in a different way, if that makes sense. That's what I would prefer more. For example, take the Guild Wars 2. There is so much things you can do and get any resource possible. I mean, certain resources kind of attached to certain things, but like general resource amount or general resource pool, you can get from so many different things, and you can prioritize whatever you like to do to get those resources. So in Skyforge, it's definitely because of the lack of content, it's lacking variety of things you do. And another problem with the Skyforge is that they basically forcing you to do certain things, and you can definitely see that. So if you don't do Atlas and you, let's say, then people not gonna get you to the distortions. Unless only maybe really nice people who just decide to carry you through the distortions just because you lazy ass don't want to do Atlas, you know? Do you think you will play the new Guild Wars 2 expansion? I already have that one. The first time they... the first time they... released to get that expansion, I got it right away. And I got the deluxe pack right away as well, so... I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, it's available to get it. I'm getting it. We'll see, actually. Maybe, well, I don't really want to do the Guild Wars 2. It's really nice. End of Dragons, yes. The Guild Wars 2 storyline, it's very, very nice. And kind of, I don't really want to play it during stream. I mean, maybe I'll try to play older ones. Like the main story... Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns storyline. Maybe stream it just for the storyline. But I kind of like not doubting myself, but like kind of thinking that it's not really nice to do if people want to enjoy those storylines themselves instead of just watching. I know not everybody like this, but most people, you know, kind of trying to avoid spoilers, if that makes sense. Lack of variety equals lack of interest, at least for me. I would definitely agree on that, but there is a lot of other things for me that contribute for my decision that I finally decide to quit the damn game. Welcome to the stream, Apo ERZ, still alive. Yes, I am. Oh, actually, another good news I have. I actually finally got my new graphics card. If you can see right here, right now. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti, baby. And it's a Founder Edition as well. Yeah, I was so excited. I was like, finally, what is it? Almost 2 years since they got released. Well, 3080 Ti was released not that long ago, but like 30 series, what they calling them, right? Graphics card was released about 2 years ago, so that's how long it took me to actually get it. I still cannot believe I have it. I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm happy being a console peasant. Well, there was still a shortage for PS5s and Xbox Series X, right? So people were having a hard times to get those as well. Do you use a 4K monitor as well? No, I don't. I use 1440p. I would say it's 2K monitor. It's the Samsung. What's his name? Samsung Odyssey G7, I believe. Let me see. I'm just gonna do this. Let's see. So that one, this is what I have. 27-inch. Yep, it is 20. Yeah. So this is what I have as my main monitor. And then, of course, other two monitors are just the cheap ones, just to cover other things I am doing. Oh, the one thing, what do you guys think about the exosuit upgrades? What do you guys think about this? I kind of missed that one, actually. I didn't know until I actually decided to enter the game. And I'm like, oh, what is this? Because I actually logged in when it was a 9 event to actually that allows you to unlock this, which is so dumb. Like, why not just make this free update? I don't know. Skyforge, man. What graphics card do you have, Kirla? I'm at the same point as you. Yeah, because this is where it becomes already a legendary pieces. And that's why you have to go and upgrade mythical to legendary, which I need 2 more parts actually. But I'm like, I'm not doing this because at this point I have to play at least distortions to get those parts to start upgrading those to legendary. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Unless they're gonna give me parts for free. I'm just gonna upgrade it. But even upgrades itself are very low. Like by 5% here, 2% here. Okay, armor, so it takes only 50% of incoming damage. Okay, that's kind of good. 5% allows you to upgrade exoskeleton modules to legendary quality. Okay, whatever. 2% here again, it's a speed, so you get total 4%. 2% armor per second recover. It's okay, but not really. Could have been more than 2%. At least like 10%. And then allows you to re-equip. This is really good. This is really good. 80 seconds, minute and 20 seconds. That's not bad. I could probably drop it to 1 minute, 59 seconds. Would be still decent. Not too long, but not too low as well. So that you don't remount that often. I mean, it's still often, kind of 1 minute. So if you have like a 3-minute fight, you can re-equip it at least twice. They just had that event on PS4, but cost too much to reach the end. Yeah, luckily I had the free Argents from the Panthen Wars. So, and I did use 3,200 intelligence data to go first through the event for free. and then I use the free Argents that I had. So kind of works out for me. I had like 180, 170, almost 180,000 Argents. So I only spent like 75-ish. But I still think that... What is that? It just tells me what I had. Okay. Obtain exoskeleton modules to unlock new upgrades for Argents? What? What is that supposed to mean? There is no Argents upgrade. If we can upgrade this for Argents, yeah, sign me up. I will. Come on, I want to upgrade. That's really good. 63, just 63k Argents, nice. You got a lot of those extra bonus points. The less Argents you spend, definitely it's always the best 9 event. I mean, as long as it gives you really good items, of course. If it's a shitty items, then it's not even worth doing it anyway. But if it's something really good, kind of wish, or worth getting, then yeah. $500 points in a... Wow. I spent free data, got to 1,000 points, but I did get one of the legendary weapon boxes. So at least that's something. Yeah, those legendary boxes are not really worth it right now, I think. It's just the dumbest reward ever. It's a chest of ancient gods. So they should probably give out those boxes already the easiest way somehow, that people can actually receive at least regular legendary weapon to classes they would like to receive, in order to still keep them either in those 9 events like as a special freaking reward, or have a stupid chance to receive them from the 4th distortions. It's like, come on, you're already like 5-6 years in since your game is released. Make this accessible a little bit easier. Yeah, the chest of ancient gods are, for me personally, it's the completely useless box at this point because of the special weapons. So, I mean, if you don't have any special weapons, then I mean, it's still definitely going to be better compared to the purple weapon, because it will have bonus damage higher than the purple weapon. That's the only difference between purple and regular legendary weapon. But if you have those crazy pay-to-win special weapons, then this box is useless. They just want money at this point in the game. Oh yeah. I think it happened since they start creating those special weapons. The time they decide to go that route, to get those special weapons and pumping those 9 events into the game like crazy, yeah, it's already, yeah. From that time, everybody's like figure out that it's gonna be a money grab at that point. I mean, you can still get certain things, well, most of them, like a lot of things for free just by playing the game and grinding the game, but it's gonna take you years. Alright guys, we do have another about 15 minutes. I'm just gonna keep this stream short. So I'm just gonna probably stop the stream at 2-hour mark. Unless there will be a lot of other... unless there are gonna be another people who would have more questions that related to Skyforge, new players, and whatever. Or whatever questions you have about Skyforge, definitely feel free to ask. But I'll try to keep the stream at the 2-hour mark. Here we go. Some spams happening now. What are some of the best ways to get free Argents? Well, you get free Argents from operations if you gonna be able to be top 1. It's really hard for me to show it right now because I'm not in operation. Yeah. So operation, it's your daily stuff where you can get the Argents for free. But you have to be, you're gonna have to compete with other players if you are with somebody else there to get to the top 1 to receive full rewards. The other place where you get Argents is Pantheon Ingar test area, but it's only if you're running on trial. If it's a warm-up, it doesn't give you Argents, so it's only trial. And the far you go, so the more levels, so you have to basically do the entire 21 stages here in order to get full reward from this mission or dungeon. You have 3 tries per week, I think. I think it's a weekly reset. You have 3 tries per week, and I think you get, by doing 21 stages, I think around 750 Argents, I believe. Maybe more. Correct me if I'm wrong. Who knows how many Argents you get if you do entire Ingar test area in Pantheon. Then, where else you get Argents? You can get Argents from these boxes right here. It's a chance, but you can still get it. It's a low chance, but it's a 1500 Argents though. So you can open magical chest. In order to get the magical chest, it usually drops in the regular missions, or you can get it from the ancient chest, also chance. And of course, to get the blue chest, you can get from the green. Green's the blue chest also drops from the missions by killing mobs. So just do your regular directives and all that. You get Argents from this, so it's the second place, or it's a third place where you could get Argents for free. Another place where you can get Argents for free, it's some of your directives. Usually it's the trial mission, but training version of Avatar, and it gives you, when it's available. Let's see, I think it's still locked. Well, champ is open. So I would assume the training version Avatar is also open already. I think it's what? I think Wednesday night. I'm gonna talk about my time, Eastern time. Usually it's like 9 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, and in the morning Thursday, like 8 a.m. Eastern time. And then it's the second time it shows up in trial. It's Friday night. I believe it's Friday or Saturday night. I already forgot, man. It's either I think it's Saturday night and Sunday morning. I just finished beating Thanatos, so what should I do next? Clarence, if you, as a new player, if you just completed the Thanatos' ship mission, is that what you're talking about, right? I would kind of guessing you did this mission just now, so you are a new player. Your main focus after the Thanatos' ship will be just doing your directives and get your items for your Cathedral and Tower of Knowledge, which would be the scientific development project for your Tower of Knowledge, and you will see like a 3 or 5 orange circles. That's your followers. I might have a screenshot of this, how it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have the screenshot, I think, for that one, unfortunately. But yeah, you just basically have to focus on your directives to get the items for your tower and followers for your Cathedral, as well as boosters for your for your Cathedral, which would upgrade your trophies for the Cathedral as well as for the tower. So that's gonna be your 3 main things you have to focus on to increase your might to your character. I would assume if you used the way I did, yes, we're calling that catch-up items from directives, yeah. So coming back to the, I would assume if you would go and do the same way as I did as a new player, meaning that you only used a beginning gear that you receive with the crit damage bonus as a stat and the main damage bonus as a stat, at least for gems of power, because you do get in very beginning those 4 gems of power with just crit damage bonus and main damage bonus. If you change them and you sold those, it's a big mistake. The reason why, because you do need main damage bonus in order to deal quote-unquote greater damage to enemies. If you didn't have, or if you, let me put it back, or if you just, let's say you sold that gear, replaced with something else, and your stats completely like all over the place, and you basically don't have any main damage bonus, the only way I could think of is to go to the regions and start doing the region quests on each region, because it does give you randomly a certain pieces of gear, and it's a possibility it might give you those pieces with the main damage bonus stat. It's not guarantee, so you might gonna have to do those regions over and over again and stuff like that until you get certain amount of main damage bonus from those pieces. If you at least can get to 40 to 50% of the main damage from your gear, you should be fine. And another part to it that would benefit you a lot as a new player, to unlock, if you haven't yet, to unlock the Groove Walker class. And it should be located somewhere over here. Where is that? Where is Groove Walker? Linus? Nope. Pinton Plateau. Groove Walker class, for the new players, is the best class for new players. And plus, of course, the main damage bonus stat that you would need. Maybe a little bit of general defense, but not too much, so it's not a really big deal. As a Groove Walker, you should be able to survive pretty much anything while you progress as a new player. Tuffy M, nice job, keep the good videos. I don't play the game anymore due to the invasions. Well, Tuffy M, if you just joined, then I don't play Skyforge anymore as well. I just decided to make this stream to answer a bunch of questions, because I don't make any videos for Skyforge for now, or probably will never do it. Maybe some sort of a videos like if they got some new update, review their new big, whatever the quote-unquote new content they bring into the game, maybe new classes. Weapons doesn't make any sense, it's a whatever, but like new classes, new big expansions, quote-unquote expansions. Maybe that I will probably like do the review for it, check it out and stuff like that. But the constant guides, it's no longer there. Still, there is a lot of videos that I already created are still valuable. I don't think they changed anything at that point yet. And hopefully it will stay like this for a long time so people can actually use those videos. Of course, the new things that they will bring to the game might affect certain ways how you progress slightly, but as long as they don't change the ones that I made videos for, it should be fine. But I do appreciate that as well. Alright guys, we are at 2 hours mark. If you have last questions, you still have time to ask right now. If not, I appreciate for joining the stream. I appreciate asking the questions. And I appreciate being the supportive and all that. So thank you again. I think any of the videos are not valid anymore, say in the title. Some of them. I think the oldest one, I think I put it at least on a playlist that it's outdated. But I think not each video actually does that, at least from what I remember. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do at some point another stream like this to answer the questions again, see if maybe there is a new players will join to the stream and we can answer the questions they have. So it's not going to be probably that often, but again, I'll think about it. I will consider it. So if I'll decide to do something like that, I will definitely either post on the community tab on my channel, and of course I will schedule the stream so you guys gonna know about it. But I don't see any more questions, so again, thank you everybody for joining the stream. And I do hope you have a great day. So thank you again, and I'll see you next time. There is actually a few videos coming out, so stay tuned.